Find something funky on there. Just in case we gotta rip this joint up.
Explosion.
So that song, Bell Bottoms, actually had a fairly significant role in the inception of the movie we're talking about today, Baby Driver, from the acclaimed British director Edgar Wright. Now you see, years and years and years ago, Mr. Wright would listen to this song, Bell Bottoms, basically on an endless loop and sit around imagining a big epic car chase happening in a movie with that song playing over it. And that concept, that very tiny, minuscule kernel of a concept, gave birth to what we now have today, Baby Driver, which is already one of my favorite films of the year. Like, holy crap, this movie is so good. But what is Baby Driver about? Well, the story is essentially that of a getaway car driver called Baby, who has horrible tinnitus left over from an accident that happened in his childhood that may or may not be responsible for him being a driver in his adult age, and he combats this tinnitus condition that he has by constantly listening to music, and then he takes that music that he listens to and drives to the rhythm of it, allowing him to be the best getaway driver ever, no questions asked. And I'll go ahead and say this, that's a bit cheesy. I admit it. And you know what else I'm gonna admit? That's a little bit heavy with the Star-Lord. Like, if we're doing like seasonings for character things, that's just a little too much Star-Lord sprinkled on top of this movie. But you know what? Who gives a fuck? Because like I said, this is one of the best movies of the year. It's not uncommon to hear phrases like the music of the movie told the story, but honestly, guys, never in my entire life have I seen anything where that is more true than in Baby Driver. Because the music wasn't just a MacGuffin or some kind of just background character detail majigger. It was actually a literal part of the story and the progression and the very plot itself. Not just a device, the plot itself is very tied into the music and everything that the music is doing. Because at times the music is literally telling the story, as in the literal definition of literally.
What's happening, baby?
Some Oscar shit right there. Sometimes the music is used to motivate people, or to charm someone, and even once or twice as a weapon. Weaponized music. Oh yeah. Basically what I'm trying to say is this action romantic car chase movie uses music better than most musicals. Unless Baby Driver does already count as an action musical. I mean, a jukebox action musical, but same thing, who cares? And I know other movies have done some of the things that are in Baby Driver, but the difference here is those other movies were not directed by Edgar Wright. And as I've said several times, it is not the content of a film that dictates its quality, it's how said content is used. And since Edgar Wright is, in fact, one of the best directors working today, yeah, the content was used correctly. Like in the scene where music is used to describe the beauty of a woman to a deaf man. Yes, you got that right. That is what I said. That is a thing in this movie, and it was as tear-jerkingly beautiful as it sounds like. Hashtag support the arts, hashtag fuck Trump, hashtag seriously though, support the arts. because true art has that transcendent universal quality about it, which is why someone can look at a painting and know nothing about it but still be moved by the imagery they're seeing, or listen to a song or watch a movie in another language and still manage to take something from it, like me and this song that I fell in love with in high school. I took 3 years of French in high school, and back then I have no idea what this song was about, and to this day I still don't, but to this day I also still love that song. Because art brings people together. Just look at popular fandom. What is it all built around? Pieces of fictional art that people have truly connected with in one way, shape, or form. True, some people might go to a concert because blah 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 is all dreamy and whatnot, but most people go to that concert because something about the art, the music being put on, connected with them, and they want to experience that art live with other people that love the art as much as they do. It's the same reason why some movies are so much more fun with an audience, whether or not it's the first time you and the audience have seen the movie, or it's something you've all seen so many times you can recite the lines by heart together. And it's also why some people spend their lives being dicks and shits on the internet, because one person's racist comment is another person's artistic statement, believe it or not. Because art is all about expression and connection, finding something of value in something and then connecting with someone else over it. In one way, shape, or form, because that's all any of us want at the end of the day. Someone we can connect with. Which is what Baby Driver is all about. What other people mean to us and what we are willing to do for them. Making it a wonderfully character-driven movie. Just saying that tasted bad. Okay, let's, bad puns aside, let's shift gears here a bit. Son of a colloquialisms, man. I can't even say the word, but I hate them. Okay, maybe I should wrap up here. I seem to be running out of gas. Son of a... Whatever. I'm done. Who's seen Baby Driver? What did you think? Did you love it? Hate it? Or were you mad to it? Somehow? I don't know. Someone out there has to be, right? Whatever you got, give me a shout down below and let's talk about it. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a like, share, or subscribe, I promise to find you your perfect getaway song. But for now... Manual automatic shift for the win.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, I got to tell you about the fabulous, most groovy bell bottoms. Bell bottoms. Yeah!
Hashtag support the arts, hashtag fuck Trump, hashtag but seriously, fuck the arts. I mean...
That's some Oscar shit right there.